Okay, sorry y'all, I ran out of space on that particular SD card, so I had to put in my other one, and so that caused this to have 2 videos. So if you are clicking on this video before clicking on part 1, then come out of this one, go in part 1, and then come back to this one. The ghetto. But anyway, y'all, what I was talking about on the last one was Antoinette being at her practice and talking to the girls or whatnot. So that ended up being a case where they let Kayla know the definition of keeping it real. She got that under control now, and we're moving on to the next scene. We got Marie ass at her house, and she is not sitting there with her feet kicked up in them red bottoms like she was at her office. She is running around, zoom, 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 because she has her grandkids. She has her 1-year-old grandson, and she has her 5-month-old grandson. Now, both of these kids are from her 21-year-old son, Jerez. And so she has agreed to take care of these grandbabies, as she say. She takes care of the grandbabies when the mothers have to go to work or have to go to school, because she gets it. So, you know, as a grandmother, she is just doing her part to contribute where she can. And she says that she supports financially, she supports physically, and she even supports one of Jarrell's baby mamas, because it's 3 of them, okay? This little boy is 21 years old, and he has 3 children under the age of 1. That's not good, and that's not cute. I hope that that was just something he was going through at the time, and he realizes that these 3 kids are enough, because as this story unfolds and we see what Jerez got going on and what Marie got going on, look, Jerez, just wrap it up, snip it, do something, because this ain't it, bruh. I told y'all she supports one of the baby mamas as well. So she came over and she was talking to the baby mama, and she was like, so, you know, how was school today? And she was like, it was cool, you know, it was good or whatever. She was like, but I told you I still need that tutor for math. I told you I still need that math tutor, like, what's up? And she was like, oh, okay. And she kind of swerved and avoided the question about the tutor or whatever, because I'm assuming that she's asking Marie to pay for this tutor. You know, I got you, and I'm gonna take care of these kids. She said, but I'm not taking care of that man of yours. That's not my responsibility. And so then the baby mama was like, well, you know, he been staying by me. And she was like, say what? She was like, yeah, you know, he been at my house or whatever ever since, you know what I'm saying, everything went down. And she was like, well, that's fine. I'm still here for you. I'm still here for these grandbabies. But I ain't got nothing to do with supporting him. He, you know, however, he got to get it how he live. Because he put himself in the situation that he's in. That's pretty much where they left that scene at. And then they went to something a little lighter, which was back to Latrice. Y'all, I don't know why the scenes with Latrice tickle me so much. I guess because she's like one of the younger cast members, but she's just so country that it tickles me to no end. So anyway, they are having a scene with her and Mel. They have decided to meet up at this restaurant called Babalu's to have a business meeting. Okay, so it's her and Mel just sitting there having lunch, and they're going through all the ins and outs and what they want to do as far as moving forward with the business. The same discussion that they were having last week. And then Latrice gets a phone call. Hello? So then all you hear is Cliff ass talking about some, yeah, I rode by the storefront and you wasn't there. They said you was out doing something. And she said, yeah, I am out doing something. Me and Mel are over here at Babalu's having a business meeting. And he said, had a business meeting. How the hell y'all having a business meeting without the damn VP of the company? So Latrice laughed that off because she knows that he's serious about the position, but at the end of the day, she like, look, nigga, like, I know how I want my company to be ran. I know what I want. I know how I want shit to look, how I want it to smell, when I want it to come out, the price point. I got everything. You know what I'm saying? I got this. So if I need to sit down and have business meetings sometime and they don't involve you, it's okay if I just fill you in later. I'll fill you in on the back end, bruh. But Cliff ain't trying to hear that shit. He like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Alright. And she was like, well, you know, shit. If you want to come up here, it's not a problem. I don't have a problem with you coming and joining the meeting. But I'm just saying, I got this. Child. Look, in reality TV world, it was like 5 minutes later, Cliff ass was up there at Babalu's sitting at the third chair that was at the damn table. So Mel was like, hey, Cliff, how you doing? And he was like, well, you know, I'm a little stressed in my chest right about now because y'all around here having meetings and y'all leaving me out. And she said, oh, you mad? Child, Mel just as shady. I can see why the hell her and Latrice get along so well, because two shades of a feather will flock the damn together. So once he finally gets himself settled down in his seat, they went on with the damn conversation. They like, okay, well, this product gonna do this and this dude gonna do that, because Latrice is saying that her end goal is to have her products worldwide. She wants them to be in store so that, you know, her brand can become a household name. She says she feels like that is a very important goal for her, to be just a little small country girl that grew up with nothing, and to flourish to being a household name would be amazing for her. But while she's going through all the process of telling Mel how she wants to move forward, Cliff is still in his feelings. And he's like, how are you making all these decisions without me? And she's like, baby, I understand that you are feeling some type of way right now because you said you wanted to be in on the business. But I just need you to be a silent partner. I just need you to silently pass me your wallet. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's all. And so Cliff is finally getting to the point where he is like, okay, I see that it's probably going to be a lot of times that stuff like this happens. I'm not always going to be ready and available at my phone to figure out that you all are having these private business meetings. So, yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and be a silent partner. I don't think that's the last that we're going to hear of Cliff getting upset that he wasn't invited to no damn meeting. But he say he got it. He a silent partner. So that's what it is. Then the next scene that they get with Latrice and Cliff, they are back at the house. Cliff's ass is still a little bit in his feelings. So they're in the backyard because he wants to go take a swim. So he's sitting out there. He's waiting on Latrice to come. And here she comes, sashaying her ass out, looking like a tall ass IG model. She got on her little Fashion Nova bikini with the matching little coverall. And she got her hair all long and wavy and flowy. She, you know what I'm saying? She got her lace front glued down to the guards. And she's just ready to catch a little sun while Cliff do his thing in the pool. And so he's like, man, you know, I'm ready to go for a swim. And she's like, okay, go ahead, you know, carry your ass on out there. Because, you know, I don't swim. And she let us know that when she was really small, she had a scare as far as dealing with the pool. She said that her brother ended up throwing her in the water and she damn near drowned. So, of course, that was a life-changing experience for her or anybody that would experience that. Like, so I definitely understood why she was not checking for the damn pool. But Cliff told her, like, look, when we got this house, I had this pool built for you. This is back here for you. And I made it only 5 feet so that you will feel comfortable and secure in this pool. He was like, I really want you to take a swim with me. So she was like, well, I'll get in, but let me go do something first. Then she ran in the house, got a grocery bag, because she said she does not own a swim cap. I mean, it's obvious you don't own a swim cap. You're not thinking about swimming. So, you know, we don't expect you to have a swim cap in your house. But anyway, she got the damn grocery bag and she tied all that hair up and she put the grocery bag on top of the hair and she jumped on in the water with Zaddy. Now, before she did this, Cliff was getting in the water and he still had his shirt on, and she was like, let me see them muscles. Go on and take your shirt off, boy. You already know what I'm out here for. I ain't out here to swim. I'm out here for the view. And so he took his shirt off, and that's when it went to the confessional, and she was like, look, y'all know that I'm young, I'm tight, and I'm right, or whatever. She was like, but at the end of the day, I'm just a Southern girl that has very strong daddy issues, which is the reason that I call Cliff Zaddy. He's Zaddy, and that is what it is. She was like, but honey, it's just something about that belly. She said she loved that belly. And I said, you know, I get it. I get it. Like, I know all about the belly, because not only do I carry one myself, I ain't in love with my own belly, but you know what I'm saying? I know about the belly, and they hit different, okay? It hit different. So anyway, she is finally in the water. So she like, shit, you gonna teach me how to do it or what? So child, they going back and forth. Letitia out there looking like a damn flapping ass bird that done got caught up in the water. She's scared. She's nervous. She said that Cliff is not holding her right. And it was a really, really cute scene, but the shit was a bust. Like, Letitia did not get her swim experience. She said that Zaddy is not a good teacher, and she will not, I repeat, will not be revisiting that pool. The only water she trying to be off in is the tub. So yeah, good luck with that, Cliff. So the next scene we get is Marie showing up at Letitia's house. Letitia said that this is Marie's first time coming over to visit, but out of all the ladies, she feels like her and Marie have the closest connection, because Marie comes to all the brunches. That's number one. And number two, they just connect on a business level. And I said, okay, I guess. Because I still don't like how, you know, you go up for Marie so hard when you know that she be in the wrong. But you just being a ride or die friend, so I'm going to try to get over it. Hell, I probably need to take a page out your book, but I'm just a fair is fair kind of bitch. That's just me. Marie said that she really needed to come over and talk to Letitia because she is pretty much going through it at home. So I don't know if this was the same day that she had to babysit the grandkids, but it was obviously somewhere within that time gap that something went completely wrong. So she says that they got into it. Her and Jerez ended up getting into it because Jerez made the decision to go to a college that is 3 hours away from the house. And she feels like, how unfair is that to your kids? How unfair is that to me? Because you're purposely running away from your responsibility. And I completely agree with Marie. Like, Jerez, I don't give a damn if this was like whatever school you ended up going to 3 hours away. If that was like your number one pick, like you've been waiting all your life to be at this school, if it's an inconvenience to you being a father to your 3 kids that are under the age of 1, then guess what, buddy? Bye-bye to that school, because nobody told you to be out here laying these girls out, laying it low and spreading it wide, as Miss Evelyn would say on the Braxton Family. And wasn't no needing you out here doing all that with no protection. You made those decisions. Those girls didn't make those decisions for you. Marie didn't make that decision for you. Nobody made you do that but you. So you have to be responsible for the situation that you created. So if going to school 3 hours away is an inconvenience to you being a father and you showing up to handle your responsibilities, then guess what? You can't go. And that's just that. And so that's where Marie was at with the situation. But Jerez, being Jerez, he decided that he was going to pack up and go anyway. She said she just happened to walk in and he was packing up the damn TV. Mind you, she said the TV belongs to her. But so you know, she said he was packing up the damn TV, and she was like, "What are you doing?" And he's like, "I'm getting ready to go off to school." And she said, "Okay, well, if you leave, you take all your stuff and don't come back. Like, because if I'm gonna be here stuck with your responsibilities anyway, I'm not gonna make it easy for you. I'm not gonna put you in a position where you can just come in and out like this is a damn revolving door. Oh, I can be a daddy today. Oh, I can pencil it in on my schedule to be a daddy today, or to, you know, to come home and visit my parents today." No, that's not how that shit works. Not when you're out here making kids. That's not how that works. So anyway, Maurice told him that, you know, if you're gonna go ahead and leave, you take all your shit and you don't bring your ass back in this house, because obviously you're more than grown. Of course, I mean, you're 21, yeah, you grown, but until you making your own money and you're out from under your parents' roof, you're really not grown. Age don't really have nothing to do with that, and that's just my personal opinion. So that's what sent Jerez to level 10. When she told him to get all his shit and don't come back, he just went crazy. And she had recorded it. Now, she said that she does these phone recordings because a couple of years ago, she noticed a pattern with both of her sons, that if she tells them something, they have a tendency to call her dad and snitch on her. But they kind of flipped the story around. So I guess, you know, her dad ultimately ends up taking the boy's side because of whatever they've already told him. So she just decided that she'll start recording the conversations, so that way she doesn't look crazy. So I get that. So anyway, she happened to be recording this particular situation as well. And so you can hear Jerez in the recording. He's saying, "Go ahead on with that lame shit. Go ahead on with that lame shit. I'm telling you, bro, get the fuck out my face with this dumbass shit." Like, he's hollering at the top of his lungs. And all she's saying is, get your stuff, get your things, gather all of your items, and do not come back to my house. Don't come back to my house. That's what you do. You don't come back to my damn house. And then she said at one point, as he was saying, get the fuck out my face with this shit, that he actually bucked up on her and he balled his fist up and he would strike her or hit her. And the little brother ended up jumping in the middle of it and was like, "Jerez, no, like, don't do that, bro, don't do it." And so he had so much anger built up in him that since he couldn't hit his mama, he hit the wall and put a hole in the wall. Then she said he proceeded to walk down the hallway and he put two additional holes in the wall. So now, on top of you already having your mama buying diapers and food and other shit for your 3 kids, now she's gonna have to pay to get 3 holes fixed in her walls because your ass is running around here having a temper tantrum. And that's why I said what I said in the beginning of the video in part 1 about Marie having a temper tantrum. Like, that's a pattern in your household, Marie. You're having temper tantrums. Now your kids are having temper tantrums. I don't know exactly what you got going on in your household, but y'all are going to have to find some kind of better way to channel your anger, because the rabbit hole that both of y'all are going down is not good. And you know, as we found out tonight, a lot of what you're going through could be coming from what you have going on at home. The stress of taking care of toddlers and infants, that's a lot, especially for an older woman as yourself, when you're at the age where you should be getting ready to settle yourself down and start taking vacations and shit with your husband. But no, you can't even do that, because we're going to get on the husband in a minute. But just dealing with your kids alone, it's a lot. So, I mean, I get it, but at the same time, that's why I said hurt people hurt people. You know what I'm saying? You're going through turmoil at home. So when you get a chance to release it on anybody that you feel like is coming for you, you go straight to 10 and you take off on them. And you can't do that. You can't be like that. But anyway, moving on. So, you know, at this point, she done had a complete breakdown over at Letitia's house. And, you know, they're both kind of crying together. And Letitia is just letting her know, like, honey, it's going to be okay. Like, why don't you have a sit down and try to talk to him or whatever and figure out where all this anger is coming from, because I can just hear the anger in his voice. Like, try to figure out what has happened. Marie says she has no idea what she has ever said or ever done that would warrant Jerez to talk to her the way that he felt comfortable to talk to her. And she said that she just really feels like he hates her. And she had her a good little cry. And sometimes we need that. You know, I definitely have a friend that when I need to get something out, or when I need to have what I call the ugly cry, I always know that I can go to her and I can just be my natural self, and I can just let those tears out, and I can just soak up her whole shoulder, and she's gonna be there for me. So I hope that is a genuine friendship that Marie and Letitia have, which I'm pretty sure it is, if she felt comfortable enough to share something that private. So, you know, Letitia, I am glad that you can be there for Marie. And Marie, I'm glad you at least have somebody that you can, you know, dump your stuff off on. So I guess Marie has taken Letitia's advice, because we get to a scene where where Marie wants to have a heart-to-heart with her son Jerez. So Jerez is going to be coming over so that they can try to get some stuff out on the table and figure out what the hell is going on. So when we get to the house, Marie is there and her husband Cedric is there. And so, you know, they're having a conversation because Marie said that Cedric didn't come home last night. And so he was like, yeah, well, I mean, I was at my other house. And that's when Marie lets us know that, you know, when her and Cedric have gotten married, divorced, and married again. So at the point where they were divorced, of course, at one point they both had separate houses. Now, when they got remarried, I don't remember if Marie said she sold her house or rented her house, but Marie has not been back to her old house. But Cedric still visits his old house quite often. And so that's what she's sitting there talking to him about, because he claims that that's where the hell he was at last night. oh, well, it was late. I was just out hanging with the boys or whatever. So I was just at my house. And she was like, oh, okay, well, that was funny because, that's where you was at a couple of nights ago. Hey guys, I am so sorry that this ended up being one of the most ratchet reviews I have ever had and tried to upload, because now the ending of the video that I thought was there is not there. So I'm having to do a voiceover. So I'm just going to go ahead and wrap it up real quick because this is a hot mess. So what ended up happening was Jerez showed up. They tried to get the situation resolved, and it just ended up with Marie trying to figure out, what she could have ever said or done to Jerez to make him come at her the way that he did. And he said that he was pretty much just throwing a hissy fit about the fact that he was not able to select the school that he wanted to go to. And he just feels like he's getting to the point where he's pretty much tired of her running her life so much and just being so controlling over everything that he does, because he's 21, so he just feel like he grown. But he did end up apologizing to Marie, and it just kind of ended there. And Marie did a little short confessional, and she said if she could give out any advice to parents around the world, is just to not spoil your kids. Do not give your kids everything and anything that they want, because they're going to end up like her children. So, yeah, that was it. I promise y'all this will be the last ratchet review that I have to do like this, because I am not going through these technical difficulties anymore. But, that's what I get for trying to do too much at one time. But this is your girl P Hope, and if you made it to this far in the video, then I love your life. So from here, I want you to be happy, be healthy, be safe. This is your girl P Hope, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye, guys.